Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Courteous martial artist Grandpa Gohan and how he performs at 55% in the hidden potential system. Grandpa Gohan is the latest World Tournament LR, which means he is only obtainable via obtaining certain local rankings in the World Tournament and of course as well later on from the World Tournament Summon. Taking a look at everything, he has a total score lead of 130%. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn on his 12 key and greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn while sealing the enemy's super attack on his 18 key with a Mega Colossal modifier. If there's an enemy or ally whose name includes Goku at the start of the character's attacking turn, he will activate his entrance animation once only, and all allies will receive key +1 and attack at 20% for the rest of battle, which is a pretty cool little passive. Key +3, attack and defense of 150%, and an additional attack and defense of 150% when performing a super, and a further 150% when performing an ultra super. He gets 2 key per total score Kamehameha category ally on attacking in the same turn, and he gets an additional 2 key and launches an additional super attack when there is a Goku category ally in the turn. All in all, he looks pretty good. Obviously a pretty simple unit if you really think about everything. You know, just raw defense, raw attack stat, raw key gain. In terms of how good he is, obviously to make him do any damage you're going to need to give him some crit. I think that's not the end of the world because, like, obviously if you look at him, he's got a lot of key generation and he does have additionals built in as long as you hit the Goku requirements. So I think giving him crits is not the end of the world. Total School, Kamehameha, All in the Family, Incredible Adventure, Guidance to Dragon Ball, Sharing the Limit, and Legendary Power is an okay link set, but obviously, you know, a little bit restrictive, but it's okay. Then we have Bond the Master and Disciple, Bond the Parent and Child, DB Saga, Earthbred Fighters, Earthlings, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Other World Warriors, Time Limit, and Turtle School. Overall, he's pretty good. Honestly, he's actually a really good damage dealer. I think even at 55%, I was able to get him up to 19 million, I think, if I remember correctly, which is really solid. Obviously, you know, Kamehameha has the 2-turn buffs from the physical Goten and Trunks. We have some really strong performers in that. But generally speaking, offensively, he's pretty good. I think right now at 55%, defensively, he's okay. Obviously, you know, he gains a ton from having his ultra super attack. Like, his raw defense is at a decent clip. He's not going to survive any super attacks or anything, but his raw defense is pretty good. It's good enough for normals in a lot of fights. There are situations where he'll take a bit of damage, especially with type disadvantage, but generally it's okay. Obviously, his defense will change quite substantially if you do not get his ultra super attack. Overall, he doesn't do much else besides his flat key +1 attack and defense, attack buff, and obviously his big damage. So you have to just decide if you need a big second or third slot damage dealer. One thing is the key and the 20% attack boost actually are really helpful and do make him function really nicely, give him a really good grounding for the team. It means that basically, no matter what, as long as you bring him and a Goku, you pretty much are still aiding your team. One key does help. There's a lot of Kamehameha units that need the key. Physical Ultimate Gohan, Strength Gohan, AGL Gohan. There's lots of Kamehameha units that need key. The Gohan and Krillin unit, so it's more than fine. And 20% attack buff permanent is pretty cool. Obviously, I understand why they didn't give a defense buff and stuff like that. I think it's very hard. But yeah, now you can farm his super attack as well, which is pretty cool. But all in all, I think he's a pretty nice World Tournament LR. I think what they did here was made him really good, really functional from an offensive standpoint. He's got some nice utility, and having a Goku on the Kamehameha category is not that difficult to do. It's also nice that they made it a Goku unit rather than a Goku Youth unit, so that basically you can just include whichever Goku, which I think helps a lot. Other than that, they also made his buffs and his key based on Turtle School or Kamehameha, which again doesn't restrict him too much. He should be runnable on pretty much all of his categories. He should have a decent chunk of additional key that he can get relatively easily. And I think overall he's a really solid unit. Defensively, I think Yeah, the highest we got on starter turn was 229. That was with a couple of 2-turn buffs and All in the Family, etc. active. The thing is that will jump a lot when he supers. It's going to jump all the way up to like 700, 800k post the second super. But obviously that's very dependent on having All in the Family and having some 2-turn buffs from the Goten and Trunks. So it's not necessarily super duper easy, but it is something that is still pretty valuable. And it is something that obviously, is still like it's good defense. It's not terrible. It's good defense. So yeah, I think overall, I'm pretty happy with his performance. Obviously, the big thing is who you run him with. If you want to run him as a rotational unit, you're going to need a first slot tank. You don't need to actually worry about that first slot tank too much, because especially if you take one like Strength Gohan or something, he provides All in the Family. They share that link, they share Kamehameha, they share Legendary Power, they share Fierce Battle. It's not like they don't share a decent chunk of links, so it's actually not that bad. And then of course, obviously on top of that, you also have the added capability of the extra ki, the extra attack, the extra etc. So it's not too terrible or anything, to be honest with you. You're getting what you need. That All in the Family is probably the most crucial, because both of them have a lot of ki generation. Aside from that, yeah, basically first slot tanks are what you're going to want to run him with if you're looking to rotational run him. If you're not looking to run him rotationally, then you don't need to worry too much. I think he's pretty good as a floating damage dealer. I don't think you necessarily need to have him on rotation, because he doesn't build up or anything. It's not like he retains attack and defense or anything like that. He's just a good damage dealer that's not too bad on the raw defense afterwards. So I don't think you need to go too deep and try to run him as like a set rotational unit. All in all, a great World Tournament LR. Obviously, link-wise, he's got some really big ones: Turtle School, Incredible Adventure, Guidance to Dragon Ball, All in the Family. It's going to be hard to get all of them. Mainly Goku Youths will net you like all of them, which obviously is great, but isn't something you're going to necessarily really get a hold of. So, there's not a lot of great Goku Youths. There is the physical one, which I think is probably your best bet. But remember, they run on DB Saga together, so that's really one of your few team options if you're looking to run the two of them as a combo. He links okay with the Strength Master Roshi, but again, Strength Master Roshi is more a floating support unit, so not really something you need to run them with. But yeah, in general, not too bad. I don't think there's anything wrong with running this guy with whoever, just to kind of get his links across. Like I said, his ki and everything's kind of auto-resolved. If you really want the best out of him, you will need to get Turtle School and All in the Family, as those are the two most crucial links, defensively and offensively. The Guidance to the Dragon Balls and Incredible Adventure are both really good. But yeah, that's basically it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think about Grandpa Gohan. Have you used him? Have you not used him? What team are you running him on? Did you get him from the World Tournaments, etc.? And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.